Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Friday, the 17th day of June. It is Global Garbage Man Day. I love our guys.
Nice. I do too.
They're the best. It's also National Apple Strudel Day. Oh, that's yummy. National Cherry Tart Day. Ooh. On the same day?
Yeah.
Holy cow. And then, of course, National Eat Your Vegetables Day today as well. You know, you got to fit that in there. National Mascot Day. National Stewart's Root Beer Day. It's Wear Blue Day, so make sure you wear blue today if you can. National Take Back the Lunch Break Day. And National Flip Flop Day. And I'm thinking that they mean like the sandals that you wear, not, you know, changing your mind on things back and forth.
Probably, yeah.
Although, you know, could be both. We've got Father's Day coming up on Sunday, and I thought this would be the perfect time to reach out to Taylor Calmus. Now, some people already know that name, but there's others going, Taylor Calmus. Who is that? It's Dude Dad. He's a viral sensation, millions of views.
Dude Dad.
Yeah, Dude Dad. Millions of views on the old interwebs, and we're going to talk to him about his new book, A Dude's Guide to Baby Size, What to Expect and How to Prep for Dads to Be. That's coming up in a bit.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Okay, if you like to smoke, wake up and listen because this is important. Those who consume the herb may be a little too chill when it comes to navigating conflict with their romantic partner. This according to new findings published in the Journal of Drug and Alcohol Dependence. In a survey, cannabis users were found to be more withdrawn and negative amid conflict with their partners. The more unaware of how poorly they manage those issues, by the way, the worse off it is. Cannabis users were determined to be less flexible and willing to compromise. Yet, paradoxically, they also report...
Paradoxically?
That's a new word for me.
That's a $50 word.
Yeah, paradoxically, they reported higher satisfaction with the outcomes of arguments with their partners, meaning they lack the self-awareness to recognize they just lost the argument.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be careful out there. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that kitchen sponges harbor more bacteria than kitchen brushes?
I did know that.
Which may be a more hygienic way to clean your dishes, according to researchers in Norway. That's what they've been working on. Everybody else working on, like, you know, other stuff. And they're like, hey, dishes.
What about sponges?
Let's see, sponges or brushes? Study published in the Journal of Applied Microbiology. I get the copy of that every month. I don't really.
He's a subscriber.
They say, well, the many bacteria are not harmful. Those that are, like salmonella, can spread from sponges to hands to kitchen surfaces and equipment and potentially make people sick. What surprised the researchers most was it didn't matter how people cleaned their sponges or how often. When it came to bacteria growth, sponges were yucky.
Yeah.
That's my word, not theirs. Overall, bacteria levels were found to be lower in used brushes than in used sponges. So they're saying, hey, don't use sponges.
I've
use
never
brushes.
used sponges. It's not a thing.
No.
I use disposable wash rags, which
Yeah,
you
she
just
does.
throw out.
And then I look around, I'm like, where did that go? Did I throw that away? I don't know what I did. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Tom Cruise has reportedly split from Haley Atwell for the second time. The two first broke up in September, and now they've decided to call it quits again. If this somehow affects your life, seek help immediately.
That's what I was going to say.
John Cena made time during a recent European trip to connect with a fan who fled Ukraine with his mother. According to a video posted on the WWE YouTube channel, Cena got word that Misha Rozana, a nonverbal 19-year-old with Down syndrome, escaped the war-battled nation with his mother, and he had a chance to stop by and say hi, which is really, really cool. There's a video and all kinds of stuff. And then it's been a few years since news surfaced that a TV series based on A League of Their Own was in development. Now fans know that the show is going to look at what it's going to look like, and they know it's coming to Amazon. A trailer has been released. I liked that show. Remember that?
But do you have an interest in a TV show?
I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. But
No. I have no interest at all.
So I don't know. I'm telling you, the cast looks pretty good. Nick Offerman. Who else? Abby Jackson or Jacobson. I don't know. I lost my thing. It's coming out August the 12th. It's based on the 1992 film A League of Their Own.
We'll certainly all look
which was
forward
based
to
on a
that.
book, which was based on true events. So if you want to read all the details, I have them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. New York City's coffee scene has gone to the dogs. Black Lab Cafe just opened up on the Upper West Side, serving treats for both humans and their four-legged companions. Claims to be the first Java joint of the canine kind. Heidi, the owners of Black Labs, Daisy and Lola, serve as mascots. Oh, I see. Their black labs are the mascots. That makes more sense. I was trying to figure out what that sentence just meant that I said, but I think I said it wrong. Puppy parents and their pups enter through a vestibule with two sets of doors, just in case any make a run for it. There's a seating area which connects to a second section where humans can order food and coffee to bring back to enjoy with their furry friends. So apparently
That's pretty cute.
The dogs don't come up near the food. That makes a lot of sense. They can enjoy gourmet grub for the pups as well, and humans get coffee and espresso drinks. The menu will soon be expanded to include sandwiches, smoothies, alcoholic beverages, and more. The rules posted on the walls ask customers to, quote, play nice, avoid humping, clean up any accidents, and call the dog bouncer if any help is needed. So you think that the avoid humping is for the dogs or the people?
I would hope so.
I'm thinking it's for the dogs.
I would hope so.
That is the first time we've said that word on this program.
You just never
And
know
we
this day and age.
Said it twice. All right, one other quick story here. If a healthy houseplant helps you relax, an unhealthy houseplant does the exact opposite, right? I don't know. Unhealthy or dying plants, they do actually make us depressed, according to a study.
Anything dying around you would make you depressed.
Yeah,
That's
study
kind of
from
common
University
sense.
of Reading asked participants to rate plants in various states of health and how it made them feel. And during the study,
What a stupid waste of energy.
yeah, you
This
suppose
is so irritating.
they came back from a long holiday weekend. They're like, "Oh no, my plant is dead." Right at the time, they're like, "Hey, you ready to report the results of your study?" They're like,
Yeah,
yes.
this plant makes me sad.
Yes, I am ready. As a matter of fact, they bring their dead plant.
Wow.
I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but it is. Your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Dude Dad. You know him online as Dude Dad, but we know him as Taylor Calmus. Taylor, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
We're excited to chat with you here. Now, you got all kinds of fun stuff that you've been doing as Dude Dad, but you've got a new book out. It's called Dude's Guide to Baby Size, What to Expect and How to Prep for Dads to Be. First of all, I think it looks like a ton of fun. Amazing book. Let's talk a little bit about the book. What are we going to find when we open the cover on this?
Yeah, sure. So this book is basically like a guide for expecting fathers. You know, I noticed when we were pregnant with our second that there's all these apps and stuff out there for women that compare your unborn child to fruits and vegetables. But I take issue with that because, like, A, I don't know how big a stalk of broccoli is, and also, like, what the heck is a kumquat? You know, so I wrote a book that compares how big your baby is to things that men would know, like a guitar pick, a 10-millimeter socket, a baseball, a 3-pound brisket. So each chapter is a different week of pregnancy, and then it uses the object to sort of like sort of set you up and give you all the like information about what's happening with your baby, what's happening with your wife, and then it launches into a larger story or something about fatherhood, a life lesson that I have learned over the years that I can pass on.
That is awesome. Now, how long have you been Dude Dad, and how long have you been a real dad?
Almost the exact same time. I started Dude Dad 2 weeks before our first son was born. I sort of started the channel just as a way to stay creative while also being a dad, because I knew that, I wasn't going to be able to survive in the entertainment industry, making almost no money and being able to live in Los Angeles. So I kind of just started up as a way to stay creative. And then it took off and became a full-time job. And so then we moved and left the big city. And
some of the videos that you have online have done very, very, very well. I'm looking right here at some of the numbers on this. Like, cop pulls over his own wife, 12.6 million. If Toddlers Had Bodyguards, Part 2, 4 million. Husbands of Target, one of my favorites, by the way, 1.8 million. My Wife, Everyday Christmas, 1.8 million. You've got millions of people that watch these videos. Are there videos that you do where you go, how in the world did this one not get more views? It had, it was funnier than all of the others, and it just didn't get the views it should have.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, you're looking on YouTube. Facebook is actually our biggest platform. On Facebook, like that Husbands of Target one, has like 80 million views.
Isn't that crazy?
And so
it's just
I think on Facebook got at least like 30 videos now with over 10 million views. That there's a few videos where you're just like, you're just in love with the idea of it and everything, and then you put it up and it just doesn't hit. Like, we did one recently. It was like Dad Olympics. It was right around the same time the Olympics were going on.
Yeah.
We did like this, basically like, what if we had Olympic events for dads? So it was like freestyle grilling. There was like a cross-country Starbucks run where you're like going to get your wife Starbucks coffee and stuff. I thought it was hysterical. It just performed terribly, though. I think a lot of it was like had to do with the controversy around the Olympics or something, but I don't know. Yeah. It's still one of those ones where like, well, we had fun making it. It is what it is.
There you go. Well, in the book, again, the book is out right now, and A Dude's Guide to Baby Size. This is doing really well already, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's been great to see the response of it. I think a lot of men don't like to read, so giving them something that really speaks to them helps get them the information they need and helps get them excited for fatherhood. And I also have an audiobook too for those that just really don't like to look at a page. I've got an audiobook, and then you can hear me read it.
Now, the thing that's nice, I think there are a lot of people that know somebody who's going to be an expectant mother or an expectant father. So if you know somebody that's going to be an expectant father, the nice thing is this would be a really cool gift to give them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a super quick, easy read too, but so it's a low threshold that, like, if you give it to that friend that like needs some advice and needs some help, but is like terrified of reading the whole book. It's only 150 pages. You read one chapter a week, you'll fly right through it.
That is really cool. Taylor, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. We appreciate it a bunch.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Again, we've had Dude Dad on the radio, Taylor Calmus, and his new book, A Dude's Guide to Baby Size. It's available right now. I'll throw a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Genetically, a fungus is more closely related to animals than to plants.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In America, it's a federal crime to use your roommate or friend's Netflix account. Federal crime. Federal crime.
Where is this?
In America. Just letting you know. Don't use somebody's Netflix account.
Federal
Yeah,
crime.
it is. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Canadian law requires citizens to answer math questions to collect a sweepstakes prize. Wow.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Zimbabwe, it is illegal for citizens to make offensive gestures at passing cars. I like that. I mean, I don't do that. So, and again, if you want to do it, whatever, you do it. But I just think that's really rude. Another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. I'll take your word for that.
Wow.
And our final fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
Another term for nieces or nephews is nibblings. And that covers both. These are my nibblings. Wow. Sounds pretty creepy. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay!
Yay!
Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. You're mocking me over there, aren't you?
You always make me do this.
I do, yeah.
Silly
Just because I'm
stuff.
trying to prove that I can. And you're proving me wrong almost every day. Hey, your question. 17% of millennials say they'd rather give this up for a week than go without a cell phone for a week. What was it?
Sex.
No. Their toothbrush.
Ew.
Yeah. I'd rather give up my toothbrush for a week than go without a cell phone for a week. You know, I could probably do that if I had mouthwash. You'd be able to get by, but it would be kind of gross by the end of the week. Probably. Don't want to try. I'd rather go without the cell phone.
I'd rather go without my
Thanks.
cell phone for a week.
All right, that's the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. NASA is putting a team together to study unidentified aerial phenomenon, popularly known as UFOs. They're going to gather data on events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or any known natural phenomena. From a scientific perspective, they say they're interested in the UAPs. See, they call it that now instead of UFOs.
Why? What does UAP stand for?
Unidentified aerial phenomena. So they're going, okay.
I like UFO better.
But they're saying this covers things better because sometimes it's not really an object. It's just like light shining on something. So they're like, it's more of an aerial phenomenon than it is.
Yeah.
And it's just a fancy new word. You know, somebody's probably got a trademark on UFO, and now NASA can cash in.
Yeah.
UAPs. I don't think that's going to catch on, by the way. Just telling you. But they're claiming there's no evidence that UAPs are extraterrestrial in origin. None, according to the claim. Study will begin this fall, expected to take 9 months. I'll be waiting on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, right.
I already have a thought of what I think it is. You can tell me what you want, NASA, but I already think I know. Just because I think I know. I'm probably wrong. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Here are 10 signs. Actually, I don't think there's 10 here, but some signs that you're not a chef. These are signs you're not a chef.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You need a recipe to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that's
you're probably not a chef. 90% of the items on your shopping list end with the word Boyardee. Another one on the list here. Everything you make looks like a Pinterest fail.
I've seen those. I love
Yeah,
those photos.
I actually do too. Another on the list of things, signs that you know you're not a chef. You've been forced to buy 3 new microwave ovens in the last year. We haven't gone through that many microwaves, but we've gone through a lot of coffee pots. I don't know why. We must drink a lot of coffee. Another on the list, when you offer leftovers to the dog, he says, no thanks. Another sign you're not a chef, you burn lemonade. Yeah, you're doing it wrong. And the final sign that you are not a chef, cornflakes for dinner again.
Do you write these? Because
No, I
these
do
sound
not.
like you write these.
No, they're not. I just think they're funny. That's why when they send them, I'm like, oh, I'm going to read that. Heidi's going to love it. Check that one off the list. All right, that is the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Joan Rivers. I think we had a quote from her a while back.
We did. We've been kind of recycling a lot of
Well,
these.
these are different quotes, though, Heidi.
No, I know.
So
It's
where
just a lot
people
of
hear it and they
people.
go, oh, hey, you know what? Here's my favorite quote from that person.
Okay.
So this is somebody else's favorite Joan Rivers quote. You know you're reached middle age when you're cautioned to slow down by a doctor instead of by the police.
Mm-hmm.
I can relate to that so much. All right, thanks for listening. It's your quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. This is kind of a neat story, Heidi. Here's a headline. 104-year-old woman granted her lifelong wish of mating a penguin.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah. 104-year-old woman in Connecticut just got to cross this off her bucket list. June 1st, Bertha Comor, Komor, she's a resident at a place called Village Gate. She had the chance to hold a penguin, and this is something she's wanted to do for a long time. She said, I never thought it would happen. I didn't expect this. Best part was petting him and seeing him up close. Ashley Waddell, an enrichment coordinator at Village Gate, is the one who reached out to an aquarium and a place called Twilight Wish Foundation. It's an organization that works
I love that organization.
to grant senior citizens wishes. Is that the coolest thing
That
ever?
is fantastic.
I love that. I've never heard of them before. Have you heard
I
of them
have
before?
not heard of them, but I want to
Yeah.
get involved.
I do too. And they reached out to a place called Mystic Aquarium. And Mystic Aquarium is the one that said, hey, we have a penguin. And they're like, yeah, that's why we called you.
We know this.
She's just an amazing person to tell me she wanted to touch a penguin. I had to make that dream come true, Waddell said. By the way, the lady's daughter and granddaughter were also there, and they were in on the surprise. They got to help unveil this big surprise. Says, I'm just excited for her to be so happy. She's able to get this wish to come true, and it's something that's been in our life as long as she has. So this is something like as long as they can remember. She's always really loved penguins. And now she got to pet a penguin.
I love that.
I do too. I think it's really neat. I've got a link to the story, and you can even see a video if you want to see what does it look like to have a 104-year-old woman pet a penguin. Are you on the edge of your seats? No, it's actually pretty cool. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.